Hi everyone and welcome to iOS Confidential. Today I'm going to be unboxing the iPad mini. Okay, I just got this yesterday. It was the first day it was released out, and I was surprised there wasn't a long line. It actually came really early in the morning, about 6 o'clock, and I didn't see a line, so I decided I'm going to go get some coffee, just hang out at Starbucks, and then come on back when it's time to open. And so when it opened, I came and the line was empty, and I asked, do you guys have any iPad mini left? And they said yes. And I asked, was there a long line? And they said no, there wasn't. So I don't know what that means, but here it is. So this is what I paid for. It's running for $329 plus tax, $360 something out the door. Of course, you're gonna get this nice Apple bag that comes along with it. I'm pretty sure the price is included with that as well. So it comes in a very nice box, as you can see here. This is the iPad mini Wi-Fi 16 gigabyte. Apple's first 7-inch tablet. And open it up. I've already, opened it up and check it out, make sure it was the real deal, of course. But here's the device in and of itself. Still in this plastic. Feels really light. See what else we got in here. We have cool little card here and tell you where to download or find the user manual. I'm pretty sure all these smart device is pretty simple to operate. So we got just the regular typical charger here, and it uses a lightning connector. See what else we got in here. Doesn't seem like there's anything else under there. Okay, well, there you guys have it, the iPad mini. Go ahead and take off the plastic off. Yeah. Of course, it requires you to log into Wi-Fi and all that. I've already done so. And what's my first impression? My first impression is that I kind of like it. It's 7 inches as far as the size of it. It's pretty cool. Definitely the design, you got to give it to Apple now. I've also got a Kindle Fire HD, and this is definitely lighter than the Kindle Fire HD. As far as user interface, well, you get Apple's iOS. So you've seen one, you've seen them all, right, guys? So now, as far as comparing the iPad mini to the previous versions of the iPad and the new iPad with the Retina display, well, you're going to see if it's worth it for you or not, and if this is an iFlop or an iGottaHaveIt. Okay, so on the screen here, it's as you can see here, there's the iPad mini compared to the iPad 2, and then compared to the latest iPad with Retina display, or you could call it iPad 4 if you like, which is getting people really angry about this one since it's released like last spring. Okay, but that's a whole different subject. So let's go ahead and compare. Well, there, as you can see, the price is $329 compared to the iPad 2, $399, and compared to $499. Of course, the weight and sizes are definitely different. So a lot of you may think that you're getting the iPad 3, like the specs of the iPad 3 compressed into a 7-inch screen. Well, let's see. Okay. So the display, as you can see here, it is very close, if not exactly the same, to the iPad 2, 1024 by 768 at 163 pixels per inch. Now you compare that to the iPad 2, 1024 by 768 at 132 pixels per inch. And then, well, that's the Retina display. Okay, next, the CPU processor chip. This will determine how fast your tablet will run. Dual core A5, same as the iPad 2. For the iPad 3, it's going to be the dual core A5 with the let's check it out right now. Dual core iPad 3. Let me see. So it's the A5X, okay, and that has the quad-core graphics processor with it. So that's the iPad 3. So going back to the Apple page here, let's look at the cameras. Well, the cameras is the big difference in the iPad mini and the iPad 2. iPad 2, you see it's still using the VGA resolution. The iPad mini is at 1.2 megapixel, 720p HD video. Same thing with the latest iPad with Retina display, or iPad 4. I'm just going to call it the iPad 4. Okay, so all this, too many words, iPad with Retina display. All right, so iSight camera, 5 megapixel, and you can basically the same iSight camera as the latest iPad 4. Video recording, 1080p HD video recording compared to the iPad 2, 720p, and that is this 1080p is the same as the iPad 4. So Wi-Fi across the board, it's all capable of dual band. And then connector wise, okay, so you're paying for this connector too, for this lightning connector. Doesn't mean it's going to transfer at super lightning fast speed, but this is what you're paying for. This is the new connector for the iPad mini, and the iPad 2 still has the or have the 30-pin connector. Battery life, it's pretty much the same across the board. And then the iPad mini, you have Siri on there. iPad 2 doesn't, and the iPad 4 does. So as you can see, it's very close to the iPad 2. Okay, so even if we look at the iPad 3, right now, I'm not even comparing the iPad 3 to the iPad 4 because it just gets me angry. So if you compare the two, some of them, like, the camera is the same, the processor isn't, and the lightning connector is different, and the display is different. So, my conclusion is that the iPad mini is, as far as spec-wise, it's very close to the iPad 2. So this is what you're getting. As far as for the price, in my opinion, $329 is a little bit too much. As far, when you're giving us iPad 2 basically specs and technology. So, I don't know, guys. If you already have an iPad 2 or 3 and you just want a smaller size, then yeah, go ahead and buy yourself an iPad mini. But if you're looking for like more like specs and things like that, I would say don't be disappointed. But as far as for the price and the spec wise, I'm a little disappointed what they have to offer for the money. There's other tablets on the market for about like $199, Kindle Fire HD and the Nexus 7. As far as speed-wise, display-wise, it is better in comparison to the iPad Mini. So let us know what you think, your thoughts, opinion, comments, and subscribe to iOS Confidential. All right. Thank you for watching.